Here's a different type of layout for a coupon. Still using the same image, using similar text, but the image is on one side and takes up a good portion of the coupon, while the text is off to one side. Your call to action button is right here. Your disclaimer text is much smaller, and you're not using as much padding around things. In reality, this image is pretty much right up on things for the most part. And it doesn't look so because it's got a lot of white inside the image itself. I picked the color the for the elements in here out of this image using some tools to find these colors and make it look a little more consistent. So when we're building these coupons, at times we're building them and trying to think about the design and the look so that we make things more cohesive. Stuff starts to feel like it all belongs together when you start choosing colors from a very narrow palette. You'll also notice the text is not pure black. Instead, it's a dark gray. It'll at times make it feel a little less harsh. And I tried to give the person an order button that's sizable enough so that if you think about if this shows up on a phone screen, is that large enough for you to comfortably tap with your finger and not accidentally hit something else? Let's say that there's a second button. So when we start thinking about web design, we not only think about it on large screens like our laptop, but also on phones, on screens where your primary interaction is done at the tip of a finger. As we redesign coupons or redesign elements of a web page, there's a lot of these elements that get reused, but at the same time, we are being cognizant of where is this going to be used, on what kind of device, how are they going to interact with it. And when we start to think that way, there will be times when we will make different decisions for a computer screen than if we were on a phone screen. And that may mean things actually reorganize or flow differently. In this case, having our image here, having this text here. The one thing I like about this type of a layout is you give a lot of space for the image. It's really open, and giving good line height. You also keep the text open, but you also have it left aligned so that everything feels like it has a common space to start. Okay, when you have the image over here on this side, things start to feel like they're really bumpy on this edge of the text, and it's like the image doesn't have any one edge from which to cue off of. So this is another option of image layout. So one thing we may want to do is take the coupons that you're building and start to come up with other alternative layouts that you feel make your coupon look the absolute best. What do you think is going to make a person actually want to click on this button? This is our call to action button. So what action words do we want to add there? These are all design considerations, not just how it looks, but how does it work? What does it cause the person to want to do next? All right, think about your coupons. Start using your post-it notes and your sketch tablets and pieces of paper and come up with a coupon that you think you would like to design. And we'll talk about that in class and how to make your coupon design a reality. And feel free to just toy around. Go find coupons out there, rip them off. You're not going to hurt my feelings, and you're not going to get counted off. So, happy couponing.